next presentation, I would like to invite Mr. Maciej Krzesiński from Port of Gdynia Authority to give us a presentation on port infrastructure for powering vessel, onshore power supply, and LNG. What is existing now, how you're managing in this current time. So, Mr. Krzesiński, representative of our main partner, please give us your presentation. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for introduction and for the invitation on this meeting. I would like to present you in few words what we did in Port of Gdynia and what we do just now in Port of Gdynia. Just a second. Okay, is it okay? Can you see?
Yes, we can see the presentation.
Okay, we'll talk about the bunkering and the OPS installation in the Port of Gdynia. In few words about our port, maybe somebody don't know our port. We are a very universal modern port with a great geographic location. We specialize in the handling of general cargo, especially in containers. But of course, we are one of the biggest or the biggest Polish ports with the RoRo system. We specialize just now in especially in the short sea shipping services. But of course, our main goal is to build a completely new terminal on the Gdańska Bay, the outer port, and it will be a next deep water container terminal on the Polish coast. Basic navigational and technical data of our port. Entrance to the main entrance to the port is 150 meters with the depth of 30 meters. Total area is nearly 1,000 hectares. 274 is managed by Port of Gdynia Authority. Total length of quays is 11.7 kilometers, and max draw just now is 13 meters, but of course in the next 2-3 years we will have 15.5 meters, so we will be the deep water terminal, and we will have much better navigational conditions in our port. Generally, every year we have much more cargo handling in our port. Last year we handled over 24.5 million tons. We have much more vessels in our port every year, and every year we have much more vessels with the LNG powered. So that is why we try to introduce completely new solutions in our port. One of them is LNG, but the newest is a new public ferry terminal with the onshore power supply. And this is a small picture what I want to show you. The main terminal is built on the Polskie Quay, very close to the main entrance to the port. This is of course generally the view for the terminal, but the main components of this terminal is of course the building of the terminal here, the storeyards as you can see here, of course the gallery, but two-level very smart two-level ramp, and of course the one of the most important in our port and the first one in the Polish ports, onshore power supply system, which will be located very close to the ramp, more or less in this place. This is one of the components of the new system. Just now it is existing. Of course, we try to finish all the works on the terminal at the end of June this year, but of course we will have, as you can see, all the components, all the elements of the onshore power supply system. This is the first one. it's some kind of track, because our system is connected with the 2 points where the track will be connected to the energy. And this is some pictures which showed us that we have some connectors to the ship. And the second point is located here. It's a container with the main system of the onshore power supply. It's maybe one question: why we don't have a crane? We have a truck, because this terminal is prepared for the many kinds of different vessels. I hope that we will host and serve different ferry here. That is why we have to be prepared for the different kind of and different place when we have to connect to the vessel and of course to the shore. That is why we decided about the truck, not about the crane, as it usually is used in the port, in the west port of the Europe. The main parameters of this solution's frequency can be changed from 15 to 16 megahertz. The power of the connections, maximum of course power of the connection is 3 megawatts. And voltage is 11 kilovolts. Sorry. This is the main parameters. In few words about LNG bunkering, we are the first port which regularly bunkering the vessels in our port. The first bunkering was more or less 2 years ago, and we still do that regularly. The first vessel which was bunkered, it was Ireland. It's not a big vessel. More or less, it was a vessel about 100 meters length. But it was the first bunkering in Polish ports. Before that, we did a big work with the procedures, and it was today I can say that it was the worst work to do. This is a short film how we do that. It is without the voice, so it's on a picture. It's on 30 seconds. Yes, it was one of the first vessels. We do that from the tracks, as you can see today. I hope that today this is much more flexible than building of the some special installation on the quay, because we can do that on the different quays. For us, it's very important. We do that today on the generally on the 3 quays. First of them is the Rotterdamski quay here. The second one is Polskie quay here, and the third one is Francuski quay. And this is the place. These are the places where we bunkering the vessels in our port generally. The Francuski quay is, I can say, most flexible, most universal for the different kind of vessels. So I can say that this is the best one in our port. As I told you, we do the bunkering from the trucks, but of course, I hope that in the near future we will do that from the bunkering vessel. We are waiting as a Port of Gdynia Authority for the maybe Polish bunkering vessel, but of course it is possible to use the vessels from the other ship owners, not only from Poland. we try to talk with the partners which are interested in cooperation with us. But just now we are waiting for the future to see what the future bring to us. Of course, the bunkering vessels is not only the operation of bunkering. Very important in our port is prepare to some kind of the crisis situations, and that is why we try to train our firefighters, the firefighters of the Państwowa Straż Pożarna, and generally some of services existing in our ports. It's very important because this is the very important thing what we can use in our procedures. And as I told you, the main problem before the first bunkering was how to prepare the documentation and how we should to have some permission for the bunkering in the Polish ports, because unfortunately we have no we have not the law allowed us for bunkering in Poland. That is why every bunkering operation should be realized and operated on and based on the separate permissions. How to cooperate with Port of Gdynia? Ship owners who want to buy LNG and of course LNG supplier who wants to deliver LNG to our port should send request for the email address lng@port.gdynia.pl, and the next stage is to sign the contract with the Port of Gdynia Authority and to have the permission from the Maritime Office in Gdynia. Of course, we as a Port of Gdynia are very interested in LNG, so we try to help every ship owners and every LNG supplier to have some permissions from the Maritime Office in Gdynia. And the next stage is we show the place and the conditions of the LNG bunkering in the Port of Gdynia, and the next stage is of course the bunkering operation. It's not very difficult for the new supplier or for the new ship owners. Just now we cooperate with 2 suppliers in our port, and we have in our port more or less 3 ship owners which have the vessels with the LNG powered vessels. It's a unifeeder, it's container ships, and of course it's the operator of the island, sealand, and etc. That's all from my side. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Krzesiński, for the great presentation. Give us an overview on the latest with the LNG infrastructure, and as well with OPS, what has been achieved in the Port of Gdynia. We are pleased to see that you're following that green port model, and you serve as an example to other ports, and as a part of Baltic Ports Organization as well, you're sharing all your achievements to the other ports as well. Thank you for your support in the Port of Gdynia Authority support. If there are any questions, we will forward them to you on the YouTube live chat session.